We have one very important study that addresses the needs of children with disabilities, and that's called the Personalized Online Weight and Exercise Response System. This particular study has a very strong emphasis in the ability to communicate with families and with children, healthcare providers, school district personnel, special educators, and many other individuals through this information and communication technology network. The actual dashboard of the POWER system. And as you can see here, we begin with demographics, which provides input on the child's height, their weight, their contact information, email address. The next item is the disability and function. This child has spina bifida and is severely overweight and experiences a high level of fatigue. Those particular conditions are very important to understand when prescribing physical activity and health promotion. So we include that, and we also include the type of assisted device, chronic health conditions, physical activity barriers, and nutritional barriers. Once we get that information, we begin to schedule calls with the family member. In the center of the slide and the dashboard on POWER, as you can see, there are three components: physical activity, nutrition, and behavior. We develop very specific objectives and strategies to meet the individual needs of the child. So the beauty of the POWER system is you can actually customize it for the child based on their health, their function, the barriers to physical activity, nutrition, and the determinants of health that they're interested in participating in for a long period of time. On the right-hand side, you see there's also a mapping system, which we call the Activity Inclusion Mapping System, or AIMS. The last piece of the POWER's platform, you see the daily goal evaluation. And this is a critical piece where when we begin to think about weight management, it's very important to manage and to understand caloric intake and energy expenditure through the form of physical activity on a daily basis. So here's just an example of the mapping system, and you can see the child lives directly in the center point here. And as we look, this is Birmingham, Alabama, around the vicinity, we see that there are several points where we have identified physical activity resources that are potentially available to this individual with spina bifida. For example, number 2 may be a dance class that a young girl with spina bifida may be very interested in, a ballet class that we would assist in adapting so that family member could provide their child with an opportunity to participate in a Saturday morning ballet class. And of course, the beauty of the whole mapping structure is that we can continually add items over the length of time and the length of the study. And certainly after the study as well, because our goal is to turn POWERS into the universal physical activity wiki for children with disabilities.